You know, this may not be the best movie ever. Well, actually it isn't, but it was still a treat to see this in IMAX. Of course, if you don't like Tom Cruise, and I imagine it wouldn't be as pleasant, but then again, who doesn't like Tom Cruise, right? Oblivion is directed by Joseph Kosinski, best known for the disappointing Tron Legacy. The film stars Tom Cruise, Olga Kurylenko, Andrea Riseborough, and Morgan Freeman. The story is kinda hard to describe, actually, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm kinda still scratching my head over it. Visually, the film is, like Legacy, beautiful. However, also like Legacy, it has a pretty bland color palette. This director seems to like to have only two colors that persist throughout the entire movie, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I just think there could have been more color. I'd say the film's strongest points were its editing and sound design. And by editing, just to clarify, I'm not referring to the pacing, just shot to shot, very smooth. The pacing is its own thing. The pacing was horrible. It's like a smidge over 2 hours, like 6 minutes. 2 hours, 6 minutes, but it felt like 3 hours, 6 minutes. And some of the acting, yeah, pretty wooden. I think it's one of those cases where the actors thought they were emitting more emotion than they thought they were, you know? But for whatever reason, the director just remained silent. There are also some issues with the backstory of Tom Cruise's character. Not a lot of it makes sense, and there's one point where Morgan Freeman basically just like explains everything. And there were no visual backups. It was just him talking, and I was just like, huh? If you have a character explain something, okay, that doesn't bug me. Sometimes. However, when you lack visual imagery to go along with that and it's just the person talking about it, that more often than not doesn't work. It can work. It can honestly work. But here, no dice. The CGI though, very impressive. Even though there were some shots where I was just like, yep, that's green screen. Generally speaking, I like this movie. I wouldn't call it bad. But the weird thing is that in the beginning it felt like the director was more focused on how everything looked. And then by the end, he was trying to bum rush an explanation for this intricately woven screenplay that he had co-written. It was just an unbalanced film, really. I wish I had liked it more, but at best I'd say it's a rental. But if for some reason you have this like dire desire to see it in the cinema, then go early and save money. I give it 3 out of 5 stars. Now, if memory serves me right, After Earth is the next post-apocalyptic film, and that should be interesting. Brought to us by yours truly, M. Night Shyamalan. Oh joy. Thanks for your time, and have an awesome day.